You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, it just keeps getting worse for Browns QB hopeful, and we can officially put hopeful on there. If this guy was named Bob Johnson, I think he'd be screwed. I'm going to be honest. I think he would, unless he just, I just think he'd be in trouble. 144th pick in the 5th round, Bob Johnson had these same issues. I'm not sure he'd make it through training camp or to training camp. I think a team might cut him, But here we are. Shedeur Sanders has made some comments about he's sorry, he knows better, blah, blah, blah. The only problem is sometimes it's all in the delivery, and he looks like a complete clown in this video. He looks like an entitled brat, and nobody with any right mind is going to take this video of his contrition seriously. And all the stuff about being humble and all that, it seems that's right back out the window now. And it gets even worse because there was another ticket just 11 days ago, and there's been a failure to appear in court situation. And look, I've seen a lot of, well, it's just speeding. No, doing 79 in a 65, that's speeding. Doing 101 is, I don't give a F. I'm okay putting people's lives in danger. It's a different thing. All right. That's a ill regard for the people on the road around you. It was dark. And this has got a chance to spiral. All right. And Colin Cowherd also made some comments. We'll look at Shedeur's video in a minute. Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders reportedly received 2 tickets and a failed to appear in court, according to police records obtained by Cleveland.com. Sanders was pulled over Tuesday in Strongsville, Ohio, after his vehicle reached speeds of 101 miles an hour in a 60. It was revealed that Sanders was previously pulled over by Ohio State Highway Patrol in Medina. According to Medina Municipal Court records filed June 6th, according to the outlet. Wow. The records also indicate Sanders failed to appear at the June 13th arraignment for the first incident. According to Fox 8, Sanders was traveling northbound Interstate 71 near Cleveland at the time of the most recent ticket. Wow. A Brown spokesman, Peter John Batista, said he is, quote, taking care of the tickets. Again, the Browns and his fans that are going to defend him are going to try to claim this is just speeding tickets. Okay, well, if that's the way you want to go about it, that's fine. I don't like it. Let's check out Shedeur. This is Shedeur right here at some event. David Njoku, the tight end of the team, he's there with him, and this is Shedeur's comments.
I know I'll be violent, bro.
He's just a regular kid. Like, what's wrong with you?
I'm just a little boy.
He didn't do nothing wrong. I haven't seen anything wrong.
He's talking about overall in life. I made some wrong choices personally, and I got owned up to him. I made some, not great choices.
He's saying that because he's an accountable person.
I learned
from the real people.
I learned.
He don't be doing it.
I learned.
And I'm going to tell you, people will see this and they'll be like, oh, but he's taking responsibility. He's laughing and carrying on like Bozo the Clown. I mean, let's just be real. God, there was things I was really liking about this kid. And who is this? Florio calls him out on it. He talks about the statement. Then he says the words look good. The delivery didn't match the words. Agreed. It didn't look good. It didn't look good. The words were great. The delivery stunk like shit. Cowherd, yesterday.
So yesterday, Shedeur Sanders got caught speeding over 100 miles an hour. He's a quarterback. Mike Tomlin often says 2 is a trend. Can't screw up 3 or 4 times. 2 is a trend. Just 2 times. I'm not sure if I need 2 times when you're a young quarterback. 1 bad judgment turns me off. But I have now, in the last couple of months, 2 things that really turn me off with Shedeur Sanders, who I have championed. That cringy, awful, legendary draft room. Bro, you're a B prospect. You know, your dad's prime time, who led with his ego for years. You got to have a little self-awareness. I had more than one GM say, total turnoff. Come on, it's not the end of the world. It's a bad look. And now this. 100 miles an hour. Yep. All you fanboys, go ahead. Manziel, Baker, Deshaun Watson, defended it to the hilt on your Reddit account. Sorry. Don't minimize it. Don't pander. This is not good for a quarterback. Not good. As of today, and I've said this for years, I do not cling to opinions. New information, new opinion. I'm an airline pilot. We got a storm coming. Here's the latest radar. I'm changing my route, not flying headfirst into it. I don't think about him the same. There was a moment I thought Will Levis, about 4 months out yesterday, Shedeur Sanders.
All right. I'm going to stop it right there, but he talks about Will Levis and Will Levis, showing up looking like a bodybuilder. And I remember Cowherd went on a rant about Levis and his muscles and all this and that and the other. And he goes on to say he got 2 text messages during the show from 2 NFL head coaches before that draft and said, that muscle thing and bodybuilding thing, that's a conversation we're having right now on Will Levis. And that's a problem. It is a problem. And I did not even realize that of all the Shedeur videos that I did in the pre-draft process and about his drop and everything. That was the one nugget that got lost in there, is the fact that his legendary draft room actually pissed some teams off. They didn't like it. Their front offices didn't like it because they were like, look, you were a second-round grade. We don't want to see that. We want humbleness. We want, we don't want any entitlement. And look, if this was a wide receiver, if this was a safety, if this was a running back, and you got 2 speeding tickets in 11 days, I probably don't care. When you're potentially supposed to be a franchise quarterback, I got a big damn problem with it. The rules are different. The rules are different for quarterbacks. That's all there is to it. You're the CEO potentially of a $1 billion franchise. The rules are different. Maybe not in Cleveland, because if it was up to me, maybe not. Deshaun Watson would not be on my team. There's not a chance in hell. Hell would free. I'd literally start Tim Couch again before Deshaun Watson would ever see the field in Cleveland. And how old is Tim Couch? He sucked in his prime. There was no prime. Wow. And boy, that was a ascent. And then, so we're officially on a roller coaster with Shedeur Sanders. I mean, all that laughing and hee and ha, bro. 141 miles over the speed limit, and you're chucking around and carrying on. Stop it, man. The hee and a ha. No, that's not how it's done. You're a franchise. You're supposed to be potentially a franchise quarterback. Jesus, tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.